Hello, good morning. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning in Dallas. I'm super pumped to be with you today to talk about a lot of different stuff. So I'm going to wait just a couple minutes for people to jump on live to listen to kind of the cool stuff that we're going to talk about in today's group. So I'm actually going to just make sure that this is actually going live because, that would be weird if it wasn't. Okay, so let's talk about health and fitness, you guys. My name is Meghan Henderson, and I'm going to talk about what is coaching and how it has changed my fitness business. So for all of you women who freaking love fitness, I want you to listen up and hear how I turned this passion into a really thriving business. So before I start talking about who I am and what I stand for and my background in this business, I want to start talking about a vision and success, okay? So picture hundreds of women who are getting off of sugar in the online space. They've got this amazing accountability group with support and energy to help them get out of the sugar monster habit. Okay. Now picture 75 women who come and they work out and they sweat and they work hard and they have this amazing tribe and energy. So that is what has been created. Hundreds of lives impacted through health and fitness in the online space. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Meghan Henderson, and I'm first and foremost a high energy mama of two. I have a 7-year-old boy and I have a 4-year-old daughter, and they are just my world. I like to think that I'm fun and I'm high energy, and we do a lot of fun, silly stuff together. And I hope they always remember kind of how it made them feel. I love hard, I give tight hugs, and we have a lot of energy. I'm also the wife of Evan. We met, a long time ago. We've been married for almost 11 years, and we worked together at an advertising agency and just kind of, hit it off. And here we are, and I'm, kind of deeply, desperately still in love with him, which is kind of the mark of a lot of hard work in our marriage. I am a fitness instructor with, last count, 15 different certifications, from everything from boot camp to martial arts and kind of everything in between. And I also have some nutrition certifications to round that out. I have a live fitness business called Variate. I teach classes every single week, and it's boot camp inspired by a lot of different formats and a lot of things I'm passionate about, martial arts and the like. I teach 7 classes a week. And what's applicable to today's conversation is how I've taken my passion and energy and education and health and fitness, and I've translated it into the online space. I run programs online to help women all over the country get healthier and stronger and leaner and achieve their health and fitness goals. The one that I'm most passionate about is the Sugar Detox Step. And it's a program that I've carved out of some tools that I love and helping women get off of sugar long term so that they have the most healthy insides possible. I also love to eat clean and share super simple recipes and meal prep ideas. If it's complicated, y'all, I'm not gonna make it. So you can always come and check that out. And then the other thing that is also applicable to today's conversation is I believe in empowering moms and women to be their best selves. I think we spend a lot of time as women growing up really learning how to have relationships with other women. And I've carved out a niche of lifting others up, meeting them where they are, no judgment, all kinds of grace to help people live their best life and feel the best about themselves. So empowerment of women is another thing that I'm super passionate about. But y'all, at the end of the day, I'm just a girl who freaking loves fitness. I help people learn to love fitness through my workouts and learn to love nutrition through some healthy, clean eating protocols. And I want people to love fitness and motivation and find motivation in what I do. I also help women who share the same passion and love and energy for fitness and how they translate that into their online business. Hi, I just want to say hi to Chris and Natalie and Christy and Jenny. Thanks for jumping on, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about my journey and how I got into online coaching, and then kind of go into what that could mean for you and kind of the purpose of today, which is just to share what I do and what it can mean for you and your business. You don't have to be a fitness professional, although I'm speaking from that perspective today and how I've been able to, really carve out a successful online business. Okay, so I started in advertising when I started my career, and I spent a lot of time working in an advertising agency, doing promotions and doing TV shoots and print shoots and all that. That's where I met my husband. When I got pregnant with my first child, Ethan, I had no intention of quitting my job. I taught fitness on the side. It was kind of a little side hobby. I loved it. I was really passionate about it, but I had no intention of quitting this job that I was like, I'm skyrocketing to the top. Well, then when I held that baby in my arms, my whole world changed. And I said, there is no way in heck I'm going to be away from this guy. So I quit my job. We sliced our income in half, y'all. We were not prepared for that, but I decided to really carve out this fitness kind of thing. So I taught for a bunch of big boxes. I did a lot of health and fitness stuff, anything I could do. I mean, I did some of the weirdest stuff, y'all, to try to make a little bit of money here and there, but really kind of landed in fitness and really decided to turn that into a business. Well, fast forward, I had my daughter in 2012, and y'all, she had colic. She screamed nonstop. If you have had a baby with colic or any sort of challenge like that, like, it is tough. And I can look back on it now and I'm like, wow, we survived and it wasn't that big of a deal. But when you're in that moment and you've got this tiny person screaming 24/7, it really changes a lot of things in your world and makes you make some tough decisions. So I had to leave teaching some classes that were during, kind of waking hours, where I felt like I couldn't leave this screaming child and my 2-year-old at the time with someone, my husband, who was like, can't handle this. And then, kind of a babysitter or anything, like, it just wasn't going to happen. So I said, okay, I need to teach classes because I'm not going to get rid of that. I need to teach classes when this girl is asleep. So I started a little boot camp. I put it out there and I was like, hey, I'm going to start a boot camp. And it has grown, y'all. And I won't touch on how that grew. That's kind of a separate piece. But 5 years later, almost 5 years later, my daughter will be 5 in June, I have a thriving fitness business, and we are a tribe of amazing people who just lift each other up and sweat together and get stronger together. So that's a really cool thing to be proud of. But I felt like something was missing. A couple years ago, I felt like, gosh, I'm with people and I'm helping them work out, and I know they're doing the right workouts, but I want to help them see more success. I want to help them do more and be more and get healthier. And that 1 hour that I saw them a day wasn't enough. There are 24 hours in the day, right? I saw them one of those hours, and they had 23 other hours that they had tons of decisions to make. Thousands of tiny decisions about what to eat, what not to eat. Should I do this? Should I do that? And then what if they skipped that 1 hour workout and I didn't get to see them at all? How can I really create meaningful change? And I knew that it happened with food. I knew that food was a huge, critical piece of that. And so I really sought out to figure out how I could help people in that space. I created all these nutrition plans and here, eat this and eat that. And I was having so many conversations with people about food. And so I said, gosh, I've got to do something and create a community where I can help more than just one person at a time with food. And I was giving lots of advice and all of that. So I found a tool that I loved, Shakeology, which is a Beachbody tool. And I said, okay, like, this is something I can share with people. Like, this is something that they can try that can fill in the nutritional blanks. It could be a meal replacement on the busy days. Like, I'm talking about real women who have real lives and real stress and real stuff, real junk going on in their day, who can't cook, these 5-course crazy meals. Like, we needed to find a solution and said, okay, this is a good solution. And I said, I'm going to become a Beachbody coach and I'm going to sell Shakeology and share that with people as it makes sense, as I talk to them about health and fitness. And I'm going to create a clean eating group so that we can use this as one of our tools, and then we can kind of do all that. And y'all, that is when I had that ding. I was like the cartoon with the light bulb over my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are finding success. In just 30 days of people using this one little tool and, kind of clean eating, and then having an online group or online resource, an online community where we could work together, people were losing weight. I was working out to the point of like, oh my gosh, these are intense workouts, and they were not losing the same kind of weight as they were when we connected that critical piece. And that's when I said, there is something here. I have got to create more. You see, as a fitness person, you guys, if you are a fitness professional teaching classes or a personal trainer, or you own a gym, or you work at a gym, or you're just like the person in your friends group who everyone's like, hey, Brandy, what should I be eating? Hey, what are the macros? Like, if you're that go-to person, you are sharing so much of what's in your head and in your heart. And how can you translate that into an online business? And that's where that light bulb should be like, ding, 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 happening right now. Okay, so like I said, I started this clean eating group and I was kind of using Shakeology and, kind of helping people do that. But I was like, listen, I'm not going to do any of those DVDs that Beachbody has to offer. I'm a Beachbody coach now. I signed up so I could be a distributor of Shakeology as a tool for my class participants, but I'm not going to do this other stuff. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm a fitness person. I don't need all this stuff, even though they're great DVDs and I could get good ideas for my classes in them. I don't need those as resources. But here's the thing. How many times do you actually see one person in a given week? At best, I might see somebody 3 times. But we know that fitness has to happen every single day. So what are they doing all those other times? What about the people that reach out to me that live, too far to take a class, or they're in New York City and I'm in Dallas? How can I help those people? Well, that's where the Beachbody tools, I was like, okay, well, you can't come out and work out with me live because New York's totally far away and I'm in Dallas. So what if you tried this amazing program that is solid? I believe in it. I've watched all the moves and they're good and you're going to find success. I'm going to plug you into that. So that became one more tool in my arsenal. And so it wasn't just what I know and what's in my body and what's in my head. I now had tangible tools to pair up with that. And that did 3 things, you guys. It allowed me to be more accountable to my own journey. It allowed me to help even more people. I could help this small little group of people in Carrollton, Farmers Branch, Plano, Texas. And now it's grown exponentially to tons of people, right? And then the third thing, you guys, that it's done is I've been able to quadruple my fitness income by taking it online with these tools. Mind blown, right? Okay, so I'm a Beachbody coach with an arsenal of tools that I tailor to fit my brand, my style, my personal orientation, and I kind of pick and choose what those are. It's like a fitness buffet, right? I try this on and I see if it fits and it makes sense to what I believe in, or I say, oop, put that back on the rack. That's the cool thing about being a health and fitness professional and then also a Beachbody coach, to have those tools at your fingertips. So think of it this way. You're like the hot fitness boutique, okay? You sell the Betsy Johnson leggings and the really amazing new fitness shoes and the ones that make you feel like your bare feet and all that. And then you have these amazing fitness and nutrition products. You have workouts that they can do on the days they are not working out with you. You have the best nutrition shake on the freaking planet. Instead of referring these people to Target or to GNC or to all these different places to grab stuff, you are the resource. You are the total package, the total solution. You are the tangible solution in their life because you are your own brand as a fitness person. You're not 24-hour fitness. You might teach there. You're not Nike. You might wear their shoes. You're not Lululemon, although you might love their high-waisted pants. You are you, and you have great tools to offer. So Tamara Jenkins, fitness freaking guru. She's her own brand, but she's got these tools that she can offer. Chris Claiborne, she is the hottest new fitness and nutrition pro in Oklahoma, y'all. And now she could have all these awesome tools to share. Kelly Gaudette, a girl who freaking loves fitness, can share that freaking love of fitness with tons of people and change a lot of lives. So the power is within you. All right, beyond that, let's talk about kind of the nuts and bolts of being a Beachbody coach and how that can translate into the online space. So you can be uniquely you and find the right tools that can help kind of shape your brand, and you have the ability to then duplicate this success for others. At first, you guys, I was like, I'm just going to sell this stuff and share it as it makes sense and whatever. But then once I saw what this business could do for me and for other people, and there's so much, it's physical, it's emotional, it's financial, I was like, dude, I got to sell this. I got to sell this idea to other people about how it can transform. So then I started building my team. And you guys, we have a network of hundreds of online health and fitness coaches. We are one team, one effort, really digging in to help people build a business, to help people change their body and their nutrition. And it's so robust. Okay, so you sign up as a coach and you're like, oh yay, what do I do now? Well, we have this amazing network of training systems, you guys. Social media training, like how do you build your business through social media? And that's not just your online business. Like how could you build all the stuff you do? Like there is like the most freaking amazing trainings on how to do that. How do you build your brand? Like what's your niche? Like what is the thing that you're so passionate about that can be ownable and proprietary? So you aren't 24-hour fitness. You aren't Nike. You aren't this. You are, Meghan Henderson. Like this is your brand. Okay. So you build your team of people. Now let's talk about the structure. Beachbody is a multi-level network, and that used to get such a bad rap. But if you think about the structure, it's so freaking smart in its design. So think about like, here's boss. Yay, here's your boss. You work at, wherever, and here's your boss. Okay, and if you succeed, here are all the people who are like working, doing the work. And if you succeed, it's like, yay, the boss looks amazing. And these people are like, hi, over here. And they might get promoted, maybe they don't, but they don't get financial success necessarily from this guy looking good. And vice versa, right? You do the work, this guy looks good. This guy does the work, you don't look good down here. You're like, oh yeah, my boss is cool. But when you have the structure, it's like you're a Christmas tree and you're all helping light and ignite the success for everybody, okay? So think about if you make $30, let's say, teaching a class. Here you are, yay, you made $30. Well, if you have this structure of team, this success down here, this $30 helps all of your team. And all of your team, when they make, the $30 whatever, that helps you. So it's really self-fulfilling, big cycle. I'm like doing this weird hand thing. But it's really, I know when we succeed, when one succeeds, we all succeed. So it's really cool. We're all in it together to help each other, through all of the different aspects of it. So I love that. I love that aspect of it. And it's not about the money, but I will tell you, when we slashed our income in half, when I quit 7 years ago to stay home with my son, we racked up credit card debt in the worst way. And it's such an American, it's kind of the American way, right? We just charge stuff and we lead these lifestyles that don't necessarily match our paycheck. And for us, it totally didn't. We relied on credit cards to survive, to get groceries, to do all those things. And now through the online piece, you guys, we have reversed that. We have created such financial freedom for my family to reverse our debt. And for the first time in our marriage, that debt, instead of going like this, it's going whoop. We've erased $15,000 of debt just in the past year alone through my Beachbody stuff, through my online stuff. So it's like helping people. It's financial freedom. It's all of this stuff all combined into one. Okay, not about the money, but it does help and it is amazing. It's also my plan B when I physically no longer can teach classes. Like there's going to be a point where I can't teach this many classes all at once, right? And it's super flexible. So I can do this anywhere, anytime, and on my schedule. Let me tell you a little bit about a typical day for me. And I teach a class in the early morning. Then I get home, I do all the kids stuff. I do breakfast. I do, all that. I take, my kids to school and then, kind of run drop off. I come home, I check in on my accountability groups. I love on them. I give them support. I give them motivation. I message a few people. I might write a workout for the next day. I do some social media posts. I learn more about my craft. I do more research on sugar. I do more of that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of always in my workout gear and may or may not have showered. You just never know. Then I run pickup. Then I do the family thing. I'm present in there every day, every moment. And then after they go to bed, I might check in on my messages. When I boil it down, I run groups that help people online. I share tools at work. I mentor others by plugging them into my business systems, and I motivate. That's really the nitty-gritty of what it is. So if you want more in your life, you want to take your love of fitness or your fitness business to next level. This is like next level. This isn't just I've gotten a certification and now I'm teaching and I'm making this standard rate. Like the growth is exponential. The spiritual, the mental, the physical, the financial, all of that growth is exponential. So let me touch on a few frequently asked questions, right? So the number one thing that I hear a lot is I don't want to sell stuff. Ew, I don't want to be a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. Don't make me a salesperson. I don't want to sell stuff. But really, aren't we all selling something? Aren't we all in our mind selling something. Like I think about, I'm trying to convince my son to eat vegetables. Well, I mean, I'm selling vegetables to him. I'm sharing something that I know to be true and good. And I'm trying to be like, but it's great and you're going to be amazing. All of the things that I talk about in social media and that I share with my clients and my customers and my friends, it's all stuff I believe in and all really smart, great tools, right? So I'm sharing naturally and organically, and that's what we can help share and help you do. So it is sharing stuff that you love, and you do get commission based on what you sell, but there's never any pressure. I mean, it's just like, think about, the doctor. Doctors sell their medical services. They get paid for their medical advice and their education and all of that. They would very unlikely give health and fitness advice for free. So think of it that way. Like this is your niche and your business and your passion. Okay, do you have to add coaches? Do you have to do the multi-level piece of this? Absolutely not. When I first started as a coach, I said, I'm just going to retail Shakeology as it makes sense for my clients. I'm just going to share that with people because I believe in it. I know it to be true. And I'm just going to do that. But then when I saw the power of what it can mean for other people, I was like, gosh, I think I need to add to the team and help share this with other people. But you don't have to. It's really anything you want to make of it. Time commitment. Okay, so a lot of people think, gosh, I don't have time for another business. I already teach here and there, and I already do this, and I've got a full-time job and all that. I mean, it's that old saying of what you get out of it, what you put into it. So if you want to be a six-figure earner and make over $100,000 a year doing online stuff, well, yeah, you're going to put in a little bit more time and energy. If you're like, I want to make, a little bit of extra money to contribute to the family, or I just want to grow a little bit, maybe I want to drop a few of my classes, save my body a little more, then you can do that. I personally spend about 20 hours a week on just my online stuff. But y'all, that's a huge source of income of my fitness income is in the online space. So I spend about 20 hours a week, and that's checking in with people and sharing things and running groups and all of that. I provide a service, and the cost of the service I provide is free as long as they buy one of the tools I recommend. And I do a ton of stuff free too, y'all. So there's a lot of that as well. What if you don't have a big network? Like what if you have 3 friends and it's like your grandma and your mom and your cousin? Well, that's okay. We show you how you can grow your network so that the people that you're talking to and you're helping want to be helped. And it's not just that oogie weird, like someone sends you a message and they're like, hey, I'm selling this new thing. You want to buy it? And you're like, no. We show you how to create that. Yes. So if you're a fitness person who has a ton of followers, cool. If you're a person who has only 5 friends, that's okay. We can show you how to take that passion and turn it into like a huge network of people. What if you're not a fitness professional? Well, you're not just going to hear from me in this live opportunity. You're going to hear from a lot of amazing other people who have carved out a health and fitness business, and we have like totally different stories. Yes, Deb Lopez, who's one of my girls, you're going to hear from tomorrow, and she has had a huge physical, emotional transformation through health and fitness. And you're going to look at her before and after pictures and you're going to say, holy moly, oh my gosh, she has lost a lot of weight and a lot of inches. But what I love the most about her before and after is like her face and her energy and her confidence. Like you can see that in the before and after, like how much she has grown as a person. And y'all, she's taken people with her on her journey. And that's how she's carved out health and fitness. She wasn't the fitness professional who now has other tools in her arsenal. She is the person who has carved it out based on something she fell in love with and saw great success with. So this might not be for you guys, and that's totally okay. This is just my story and my journey of how I've carved out another aspect, another piece of my fitness business puzzle, and how I've found success there. But that might not be your story. Your story might be something totally different. So talk to the person who invited you. And I have a little homework for you. If you listen to this, whether live or whether you caught the recording of this, go back to the person who invited you and just tell them one thing that like made your heart pitter-patter as you listen to this story. There's got to be something that made you go, oh gosh, that would be so cool if, what if? Go back and share that with them, okay? So whether it's my journey or whether it's somebody else's story that you might connect with, like coaching is such a transformative experience because it helps you on your journey. It helps you grow physically, financially, and y'all, like there's just some freaking cool, awesome people that do this. Why would you do Beachbody over any other health and fitness thing that's out there? Let me tell you why. Beachbody connects all of the 3 critical components that make people successful long-term with health and fitness. And that's exercise, right? Like there's amazing programs, whether it's programs you create or whether it's programs that are available through Beachbody, like you have access to that. The second thing is nutrition. We know nutrition is king. We know that 70% of weight loss happens in the kitchen. We know that food is your medicine and medicine is your food, right? So we know that nutrition is critical. And then accountability. It connects all of the dots. There's tons of stuff out there, you guys, that you could align yourself with. But for me, the nutrition stuff is unmatched, and I've been able to use those tools to really create my own brand and my own voice in the nutrition space. Exercise. If they can't work out with me, you guys, they have killer resources that they can use to get their exercise on. And then accountability, like I get to live in their pocket and be their partner and be like the voice on their shoulder 24/7. So that's why I chose this business and how it's grown. If you could take one thing from this call, kind of away, take one key takeaway, it is you can be your own brand. You can be your own fitness boutique. You can build the power of you through these tools. You can expand your network. You can expand your offerings. You have more ability to create lasting change in people's lives, in your life. You can work smarter, not harder, and you have the ability to grow like no other. So I'm going to open it up to Q&A. I talked a lot of stuff, and this is live. So I rambled, and I hope I touched on a few points, and I hope a lot of it made sense, but I would love to hear any questions that you guys have about this opportunity, about my journey, about anything as it relates to this, and then we'll close it. And I hope that you take that homework and you report back to the person who invited you to this call and let them know like what, made your heart pitter patter. Oh, Christy's asking, how do I get started? Okay. So there's 2 ways that you can sign up to be a coach. You can sign up with a $40 fee, like pay $40, you are a coach. You are ready to rock and roll. And like, here's the cool thing, y'all. This network of amazing coaches, including me and Heather and Christy and all these amazing people, you guys, we are going to help you get there. It's not just like, there you go forth and be successful. It's here's how you do it. Here's step 1. Here's step 2. Here's some tools. Here's some resources. So you don't have to invent the wheel. Yeah. So you can sign up with a $40 fee, or you can sign up with what we call a challenge pack. And that's like 30 days of Shakeology, which is my jam. I drink it every day. It is like my sugar detox jam. You can get 30 days of that and a program. And that waives that $40 fee. So that's kind of cool. So you can get the product, which will change a lot of people's lives. And then you can also get a fitness program to go with it. So the other cool thing is, that I love, is that if you're someone who's like, I just really like the product. Like I just really want discounts on my shakes and programs and all that. Like you can be a coach and there's no obligation to sell anything. There's no minimums and maximums and like all that weird, like I can't do that. Like I don't want anybody telling me like what to do. Like I like to run my own show, right? I hope you're the same way. So beyond that sign up fee, you just have to pay a $15 monthly fee, and that's like your business fee. So it's pretty low risk and huge reward. Oh, okay. Deb says, do you have a favorite home workout program? Okay. So I have 2. So I teach now 7 days a week. And so I do most of my workouts in my live classes. But there are 3 things. Actually, okay, I thought of a third one that I'm like obsessed with. Okay. So my first one is 21 Day Fix. I love the nutrition protocol. Like if you're not trying to do the sugar detox with me, like 21 Day Fix nutrition protocol, like it rocks the world in terms of like understanding portions and balancing food groups and all that. But the workouts, y'all, they're so good. They're 30 minutes. So when I'm working out at home by myself, like 30 minutes is about as much as I can handle before I'm like, I better go do laundry or something, right? So I love 21 Day Fix 30-minute workouts. They are solid. They are upper body, lower body. They are total cardio. Like it is a robust, smart program. My second favorite one is Core to Force. I love martial arts. That's like the first thing I started teaching when I started teaching was kickboxing. And then I started turbo kick. And then I actually trained, I did body combat training with the chick Jericho, who is the trainer in it. And y'all, she is legit, real deal, amazing, awesome. I love her. So I love that program. And again, those are short. Those are like 30 to 40 minutes. And then the other thing I like is the 3-week yoga retreat. Because y'all, no matter what workout you do, you've got to restore your body. So I freaking love the yoga. And it's really like yoga for athletes. It's not, okay, I like yoga. And don't tell my girl Alice that I said this. But like sometimes when you're like zen out and all that, like that's not me. I'm like, can we just stretch and restore? Because I did a lot of crazy, intense training stuff. So those are my 3 favorites. That was a good question. But there's so many. And I like Beachbody On Demand too, because there's always something new. And I am a person who likes new all the time. And that's pretty cool with Beachbody On Demand, which is any streaming program that Beachbody has created. Insanity, P90X, all of that. Like, can I tell you how amazing all of these are? So if you're a fitness professional and you're like, I need ideas, there's some ideas. You might be able to steal a move or two for your class to make it exciting and different. My hair is all over the place. Any other questions? Anything else? I'll wait just a second to see if anybody else has questions. Okay, so let me just tell you quickly. 21 Day Fix was a game changer for me and totally my jam with my clients. Success stories, left and right. That is so the truth. Oh, and then Deb's asking about a monthly fee. Yes, there is a $15, $15.95 monthly fee. And what that covers is y'all don't have to fulfill anything. If you're sharing, and you're running a group and you want to have this tool of Shakeology for your clients, like you don't have to carry that product. You don't have to have it in your house. They will fulfill it. So that $15.95 monthly fee covers like the cost of your website and all the fulfillment and customer service and all that stuff that goes along with that product and so many other products. Do I have to do those accountability groups that you reference? Like, you can do whatever you want as a coach, like whatever works for you and your clients and your jam. I'll tell you what though, accountability groups, you can reach, rather than training one client at a time or a small group of, let's just say, 30 people, you can reach hundreds all at once with one post. In 5 minutes, you can reach all of these people. So the accountability group, y'all, like that is smart. I can do it. I can put up a post like while I'm waiting for my daughter to finish gymnastics, like that's work time. Like, so yes, accountability groups freaking rock the world. You don't have to do them, but they really are smart ways to reach a lot of people and maximize your time. Work smarter, not harder. And Christy says, are there any home parties or any of that stuff? No. I mean, you can do anything. You can do anything with this business you want, but I don't invite people over and have like shake samples. I mean, I could, but you don't have to. I'm much more successful working one-on-one with people and figuring out like what they're trying to accomplish, like what are their goals, so that I can dig in and help pair them up with the right program and the right solutions for them. Do I have to use social media? Do I have to actually post stuff? I always see you posting, but that freaks me out. Social media is such a cool tool, you guys, because you get to be you. You get to use your own voice. Like if you're somebody who, so for me, if you talk about sugar, like you may as well expect to sit there for 30 minutes while I talk to you about sugar because I'm so passionate about it. So I just speak in social media how I would speak in real life. So social media is such a great tool. It's such a great way to get you out there and to communicate to a lot of people at once. So for me, social media is important. But you guys, we do a lot of training, like what to say, how to say it, where to get your tips, where to get your resources. I mean, it's a place to give value to others. Like that's what I use social media as, is how can I get my message to more people in a meaningful way. So not just, hey, I did my workout. Woo, woo, I did my workout. It's, I did my workout. Here's some tips for you to get your workout in if you're struggling today. So it's not just motivation, but it's also usable, tangible tips. And we can help you do that. So if you're somebody who's like a voyeur in social media and you don't post and you don't like and you don't comment, that's okay. We can show you how to do that. That's a learned skill. That's not something innate that you have to be successful. It's a learned skill that we can show you how to do. In fact, there's a training going on right now, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here. And if you think of any other questions, like please pop them in here. We'll check back as you watch the recording, because I know some of you guys will watch the recording and that's totally cool. So again, thanks for the grace on a live video. I hope I covered some stuff that made you like go, oh, that's exciting. And I hope there's some stuff you have questions about. Like, I want you to feel good about this decision. I want you to feel like, yeah, I can see myself. I feel totally 100% ready, but a little scared. Like, take a leap. When I started out, I was scared. I was like, this isn't me. I'm not sure how this plays out. I'm not sure how it jives with my personal orientation, but I just jumped in feet first and kind of figured it out on the way. And there's so many people to help you figure out and carve out your niche. So if you're somebody who freaking loves fitness, this is right for you on so many levels. So thanks, you guys. Have an amazing sunny day. Reach back out to us with any questions. Thank you.